Hello everybody, this is a grumpy old guy gaming and we are back with some more Uncharted Waters Online here in Candia, and I can honestly say it's been a little bit of a rebuilding mission for me. I had a quest the other day take me into the Black Sea and I wasn't quite able to limp home okay. I ended up getting boarded and completely taken out by enemy pirates and oh, that's cute. Then, with an inexperienced crew, I found myself in a pinch point on a maritime quest and once again got boarded and deck battled to death. So I am on my third crew in as many days. I did get my daily quest done today, thankfully. Took me back into the Black Sea, but no further than Istanbul, so we were mostly more or less safe there. It was an adventure type quest, so I wasn't in terrible shape there, but we're back on after the Wednesday update. Every other week on Wednesday, they go ahead, shut things down, update what you have offline in the cash shops and whatnot, and do some general maintenance server-wide. So we're back on Wednesday evening. This will be out on Saturday, and we're just gonna do a little just sailing around, look for a quest or two to do while we're here. Once again, the mysterious phenomenon that we have nowhere near the levels or skill set for. So we're just gonna cruise our way up from Candia to Athens. Do what little trading we can in difference here. And look for a quest, preferably something to take us westward. Back towards Italy would be preferable. I wouldn't mind hitting Egypt from here if we get a quest for Alexandria or Cairo. Big thing I have to look for is theology. Still trying to get that up to rank 5. And if we can't find anything tantalizing in the adventure school, maritime's always there as well. I would like to get accuracy up to rank 3 and well on the way to rank 4 here. Pulling into the dock here at Athens. As per usual with me, heading right for the market. Just kind of gotten this habit, and again, it's a throwback to the old NES game. Come in, first thing you do, trade your wares. Okay, olives trading well, olive oil, honey, marble. Okay. Athens market being kinda nice to us. Bottom half not so much, so we'll leave those go. And head to the Adventure Guild. What do we got from the Mediator today? Let's take a look. Chrono Quest offering 5-star challenge. It is a theology quest. Temple complex called Karnak, which we would like you to go explore. We already have that discovery. Still not a bad option. That takes us back towards Italy. Again, another discovery we already have, as well as that. It's one we don't have, but we also don't have Turkish. Could probably pick up notes or something to that effect. I believe we're going to go with this one again, redo the Karnak quest. First thing we have to do is go to the Adventurers Guild in Alexandria. No worries there. Should be fairly well stocked up, but we'll take a look at our provisions anyway. Yeah, just 5 of each. Did a lot of land battling coming out of the daily quest, which took us to the Pyramids of Giza. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and make a quick shift here. For me, from Athens, the best way to get to Alexandria is just sail past the island of Crete, where Candia is located, and right off the western edge is a pretty good southwest angle, straight on to Alexandria. As I'd mentioned, we're on crew number 3. I just hired novice sailors, so they came on 0 skill, 20 loyalty. And they're up to 41 ability and 50 loyalty now, so we're doing something right here. Get a good tailwind behind us, get some steam rolling. Love to see that, don't you? Sky brightening at sunrise, beautiful fair weather, crystal blue seas. This game is absolutely stunning at times. Absolute delight for the eyes. And yeah, I know it's not the most modern thing or what have you, but I love it. Love everything about it. Very relaxing. Background music's great. Side view of the ships are great. Tony the Tiger's catchphrase is great. Oh, it is. Can't really doubt that one. Gonna make our way down here. And it said Alexandria, so I suppose it's time to change the old equipment. Change from my Burnjuk to a Dolmen. A little extra fancy, a little extra formality. 80 disguise, but 62 formality. That's not bad for a backup, huh? See the coastline coming into view. And there's Alexandria shining in the light. In the night. Yeah, shining in the light. That makes sense. I'm sorry, I've been somewhat language challenged all day today. Been saying the wrong words all the time. Probably a great day to just record everything then, huh? But hey, nature of the beast. It is a busy week. Last week was a busy week. This week, every bit as busy. So trying to get it in whilst I can. Into Alexandria we go. And we have to go to the Adventurers Guild House for the first step of our quest, but on a personal note, since the market's on the way, let's stop by and unload some of our wares and house. I'm going to be selling some olives and olive oil here, along with some marble. Decent little profit. Pick up some wheat, broad beans, garlic, gunpowder. And yeah, we'll just leave the rest alone. Now to ye old Adventurers Guild House, going to the little ship's wheel on the mini-map. Worth noting that as of the update, you're getting a bonus 100% on your skills when you're using them, so a very good time to head in and start doing the things. So it's not the mediator we got to talk to, we got to go right to the guildmaster. Gonna ask us if we're talking about the Karnak and Luxor temples, and we're supposed to ask the town scholar about it. Seems to be an expert on the subject, and we are experts on where the town scholar is because the archives are right by the dock. Whether or not it's meant to stand for the Library of Alexandria, it's good enough for me. Here is the scholar at Alexandria, and he is talking to us about the Karnak and Luxor temple complex. Huge conglomeration of temples, including the Great Temple of Amen, Precinct of Mut, and the Temple of Cones. I'm not sure how to pronounce that one. It's in the center of an ancient Egyptian civilization. Completed by Ramses II, but given the size it should have taken 100 years or more. Good to know. Check out the quest. Gotta access from the middle of the Nile River and heading inland. Okay. So taking a look at the maps, middle of the Nile River, talking about this spot right here, Central Nile. So we'll go down to Cairo, do a little trading there, then weave our way down to this spot here. Moon heading down, so we spent a lovely night chatting people up in Alexandria, the city that never sleeps when we've got a quest. And now that we're stocked back up, time to sail out at first light, eh? Make our heading a little southeasterly. And now start to proceed down the Nile River Delta. Game telling me I'm too close to land, but in all reality, I'm sailing down a river in a galleon. What do you want? Got some coastal pirates off to the side there. Leave us well enough alone. Have another mysterious phenomenon that's going to stay mysterious because the world needs some mystery in it. Really, we're kind of doing it a favor by ignoring it. Stars are coming out, and Cairo is coming up. Cairo Marketplace, not too much we're going to be able to sell here for profit, maybe an item or two. But we're really just here to buy more broad beans, let's be honest. They are a rare trade good for the week. We'll move some wheat and gunpowder, important not to confuse those two things when baking your bread. Get more broad beans, some onions, garlic, sesame seed, camel hair, knitted fabric, and some papyrus. So nice stock up there. And now it's time to make our way further downriver. Definitely don't mind repeating quests like this. I would like to get new discoveries and everything, but in all honesty, we kind of need to up the skill anyway, and knowing that we've done it once means we've got a pretty good chance of doing it again. So as you can see down there in the compass, we're going to weave a little right, sort of lazily go left, and then it'll bend back right, and about halfway through that second right-hand bend is where we're going to find our landing point. Seems to be a schooner speeding its way up. That'd be Alexander with Arthur in tow. Great leaders of literary history fleet, I assume. Got all kind of small NPC fleets further in here. Some Dinka pirates, which is a fun name to say. Let's be honest. Dinka. It's funny. Here's a Nile transport fleet, which is technically what we are too. We're just transporting people who'd rather be elsewhere, like our crew. So once again, looking at the map, it will be on the... should be on our left as we head down. Yeah, you could just make it out there a bit easier since the rain is coming to a stop. Got an expedition, a couple smaller NPC fleets here, some bandits, all kind of bandits, a couple fishermen. Nothing that's really going to go out of its way to come at us, and we're not going to go out of our way to go at them. Our point of entry is in front, and we shall land. In we go, and if I remember right, we are to go inland from here. Yeah. So when it says head inland, what it wants you to do is find a marker at the very edge of the map. Here we're talking on the eastern edge, about halfway up. And that flag at the very edge is going to be sort of a marker to allow you further inland. A lot of times you have to get a quest to find that specific area first, and then explore it further through follow-up quests. That's where your more sort of exciting and lucrative finds will be made, as well as more difficult enemies to land battle. Hopefully with better rewards. Though let's be honest, they're probably giving you common grass and rocks no matter what if you start grinding them. Just sort of taking this sweeping path downward, and then come back up for the marker. NPCs will slowly be spawning in on our way in here, but honestly I'm not too interested in fighting them at the moment. Just kind of interested in getting on our way. Want to take the left side of this fork here. There is a Noir Bandit. Level 11. Decent level. Could have probably got a little experience fighting them, but hey, they weren't initially hostile to me, and again, I got bigger fish to fry. So you could just make out a little parting in the rock wall there where that really sharp, sort of large boulder sticking out is. And that is our de facto gate, and sure enough it is called a pointed boulder, so I don't feel as dumb describing it in such basic terms. So here we are in Luxor, and it told us, as you can see, this map requires a bit more on-foot exploration. I'm not trying to dilly-dally about too much here because your crew will get fatigued hanging out here. This is where having those like landmark ribbons are great, because once you make your discovery you can just sort of teleport back to the gate. Or if you're like me and you just excel at doing things the hard way, you kind of use them all up on quests you didn't need to years ago, and now you're stuck just sort of schlepping everywhere on foot. Okay, further east. So we're talking more in this area here for the discovery. Important for me to check this out because there are little landmarks and everything everywhere on this map. I mean, I could have probably guessed, as these are pretty clearly these are pretty clearly structures, buildings here. These rectangularish cutouts, and it told me to check by the structures. Got some high dog gang level 17. Okay. Coming down here, I'm starting to see these pillars lining up, and that means we are right next to the bridge. More of the high dog gang just kind of hanging out there. Nice little ambush point for bandits. Just keep walking our way. Further down we go. Luxor is a great map to check out before you head over and do anything on land in the New World. Kind of gets you used to taking the scenic route to places. You're sort of spoiled with early game maps. They're very open-ended, a lot of land to traverse, a lot of different ways to get there, and really your entrances into the other part aren't too difficult to reach. Nighttime in the desert, so we just went from super hot to okay for about an hour, and now it's getting chilly. So I can honestly say I've always gone left here. I don't think you could pass on the right side. Nah, it cuts you off. There's just not enough land there. I figured as much, but yeah, I also figured it never hurt to try. There's Holfina, my aide captain. Stiletto thrower extraordinaire. Now as we're coming up here, we'll go ahead and hit this again. It says further north, so we are definitely on the right track. If I had to guess, it's going to be right in this area here. I don't have to gasp, I already did, so that defeats the purpose of the rest of this sentence, doesn't it? One more time, and okay, I was a little off. I was thinking it was on the left side. Don't want to cancel the surveying skill, always be careful where you randomly click. Get back on the bridge, as that's going to take us to our location. Sometimes Main Street is the quickest route. Surprised there aren't more treasure hunters or things of the like in this area. So according to the quest, we need to use the recognition skill. Got that at rank 5, in part due to quests like these. And yeah, first try we find the colonnade, and that's what we were sent here for. Now nothing left but a long trip back, so I'm probably gonna go ahead and speed this up, meaning that anything I say from this point on is kinda pointless. So back to the landing point, and I'm pretty sure you guys got here a little quicker than I did in the original upload. Now not much to do but weave our way back north. Back in the Cairo market, owned by the economic powerhouse that is Venice right now. Once again taking the top spot in the nation rankings. Spain a good reliable silver medal. Don't know why we're even checking the sale price here. There's nothing to sell. This was the last port we were in. Folks, sometimes I just sort of get a little foggy upstairs. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. One thing we're not getting foggy about is how full our ship is getting. So absolutely imperative for us to get the boat unloaded sooner rather than later. Technically it's our fleet, not our ship, but you get the idea. Sailing off the far left here. One more stop being Alexandria, and that is to turn in the quest at the rest house. And then make our way for another quest. Actually, we shouldn't even have to go the full way to the market here. There is an apprentice on the way to the rest house, just off the shipyard here. See if we can unload anything. Sure, we can sell some onions, some sesame seed, and after the double stops in Cairo, actually make a little bit of money off of that. Nice little exchange, frees up a little bit of room in the holds, and allows us to pack in more of those broad beans. Now it's time to talk to Julie at the rest house. Get our quest done, and pick up a mediation permit. Taking a look at our skills, working our way up through that theology. Certainly every little bit helps. An 1880 out of 3200. Not a bad position to be in with this little boost. Let's see what else we could pull here. There's one that's going to take us back down the Nile. Unfortunately, that's not quite what we're looking for. Gotta leave the adventuring quests alone because money's gotta take precedence at the moment. So let's check out, see if the Maritime Guild has anything that's gonna give us a nice simple run back up towards Greece without too much hopping about or exploring. Take a look at the quests. This wants us to scout the island of Sardinia. It's an interesting option. Certainly get us to where we'd like to be. Here's one about the old Hafus fleet. Five crates of muskets, wants us to go the whole way to Spain for them. And this is a 4-star difficulty quest. I think we'll skip the 4-star for now. I think we'll take up, yeah, this 80,001 to get us near Tunis. From Tunis we could go ahead into Italy or France. That sounds like a good plan. To the docks we go. And 80 grand definitely worth our time to go. Nice little stock up. And just like that, we are on our way back in the Mediterranean. See a whole bunch of ships there. Of a rather high value and heading out in the opposite direction of us. Once again, seems like we've got a nice little tailwind behind us. We'll be just a little off the coastline here at all times. May make a stop in at Benghazi on the way. Don't think there's really many other places for us to stop other than Candia, and Candia really not worth it at the moment. Of course, down this way, we should probably be on the lookout for any pop-up attacks. a little more dangerous than the ones we run into a little further north up by Greece and whatnot. Mostly because they're galleys, and galleys do have the chance to run up and board us. And our crew, let's see if they gained any skill. Yeah, they're up to 47 skill and 55 loyalty. They really like not dying, these ship crews. Turns out we've been ambushed by some Egypt pirates. Pirates, not pilots. And really just one, because it's one galley. So I guess a crew of Egypt pirates. An Egypt pirate ship. Either way, 286 durability. Gonna hit it with a little bit of disorder and an opening salvo of 77 damage. Really? Okay, we can enter deck battle. Let's enter the deck battle. Did it not let us enter the deck battle? I mean, the nice thing is, we're kinda winning the day on the crew battle here. Lost a couple sailors, which is a problem. Can't enter due to the sailors' obstruction. Well, they're down to 22 sailors. We're down below our minimum of 40. We're not giving them much of a chance to make it through. Lose a sail there. Spin around. They've only got 24 durability left. That should cripple them handily. Speaking of crippled, we're going to sail at a little bit of a disadvantage here since we're down to 38 crew. Not the coolest thing, but our remaining 38 have a good amount of respect for us. Well, I said there wasn't any practical advantage to heading up to Candia. Now there is to get back up to 40 crew. Let's go ahead and eat some galette de roi that wifey was nice enough to make for me. Get our stamina back up. Probably not the best angles I could have taken in that battle. Sad thing is, we were actually making really good ground gaining on Benghazi, but we'll just sail out from Candia straight for Tunis. First thing we're gonna do, hit the tavern, have a talk with the merchant. Let's go ahead and employ some sailors. Can employ novice sailors for 45 ducats each. Take a little hit to the loyalty, but not too much. 1 point lost there on the ability to. Could actually hire on 2 experienced sailors for 1800 and gain an ability. Let's go ahead and do that. We have a little bit of money to spend. Won't hurt us too much. Or at all, really. Weird how we ended up at Candia here. Let's go ahead and sell. And as you can see, those broad beans, 1,000 ducats each. Not a bad little profit for those. Could hold on for more, but I don't really feel like risking it, and time is sort of the essence. So we'll make our nice little profit here. Pick up some olives, fish, drop the pork. Pork's at 121%, and that is my hard cutoff. And now restock and make our way out. Actually, before making our way out, I gotta head back in for something here. I just want to say something. Don't know if this was just set up here by one person or what, but this is like the most adorable thing, isn't it? Sitting there with their little black angel wings, their little black and white halos, just sort of staring at each other. They've found each other. Isn't that great? Okay, back out we go. Setting sail, this time clear skies ahead, clear waters beneath. The wind off to the side. Guess we can't complain with that. A little bit of a headwind, but nothing too terrible. Taking a look at our aids, Olfina, as I said, moving very, very well. Nothing to distribute there. And Jerome coming on pretty nicely. Oh, we do have a point for Jerome. That's great. Let's go ahead and put that in Paymaster. There we are. Don't know how I missed that earlier, but apparently we had a point to assign to Jerome. I think next upload I'm going to do is going to be up in Northern Europe, making the way to St. Petersburg. Getting my tail kicked a couple times really dinged up the old equipment, and cannons took the brunt of it. So I've got to head back up to St. Pete's and rebuy some cannons. Probably good for me to make all the money I can in the meantime. Poor wifey knows how useless I am when it comes to skill grind, so she's sort of taken it upon herself to learn all of the skills possible. Which she enjoys anyway. She enjoys skill grinding. I think right now she's doing the chef stuff. Yeah, we're just making our way across here. We'll actually be lined up pretty well with Syracuse. Stop at Syracuse won't be a bad point, because really the island of Sicily serves as a wonderful little pointer to the port of Tunis anyway. As you could see, there's Sicily right there, Syracuse on the eastern side, and if we come right off of it, you've got Tunis right by the point. And just like that, we've got some Malta pirates to deal with. Not really going to put too much effort into this one, just going to get all the skills up for the sake of what little we can gain on it. One shot should do the trick. Sure enough, one shot, one kill. Fortunately, they were close enough in proximity that we didn't have to drop anchor. So we only lost the tiniest bit of momentum just slowing down for the battle as it was. Also picked up a barrel of wine from the looks of it. Nice little parting gift from our friends, the Malta Pirates. So I told you I was going to leave you alone until we got to Sicily, and well, this is close enough. We got to the toe of the boot. Jerome is thrilled to see us. Our Puritan hat is getting kind of frayed. Probably a good time for me to make an equipment run too. Replenishing my gloves and whatnot. Actually had to buy new boots. I got my boots stolen in the Black Sea. Nothing more embarrassing than coming back shipwrecked and barefoot. I guess I had stocking feet. I had socks on. My grandmother always used to say stocking feet, so that's... because I guess that's how you walked when you were stalking people. I know she meant stockings, but... silly humor. Syracuse Market we go, thank goodness. I don't even have an audience here, and I knew that I was bombing. Sell honey here. It's amazing how few ports want gold work these days. Pick up more olives. Pick up some wheat. Because wheat is neat. A little bit of ceramics there too. Why not? Back out we go. Yeah, like I said, Tunis hop, skip, and jump away. Provisions skill got a nice little boost there. Never mad to see that. We'll go topside here. You start out a little slower, but once you turn the corner, should have a decent tailwind, and you should be making it down nice and quick. I actually had a quest here a couple days ago where I took the top side of Sicily instead of underneath, and was pleasantly surprised with how much nicer it felt coming down. With the exception of the burn juke, if you're a male model captain, as in a captain who is also a male model, you could get some pretty decent disguise gear. You could get a burn juke instead of a dolman is what I meant. Less formality, but about the same amount of disguise. You could pick up a tequila in Tunis. You could pick up the shoes as well. You could pick up the Arabian shoes, but they're a slightly lighter brown color. The tequila, I think, over there is red to match the Burinjuk, which honestly looks a lot like the garments you're wearing underneath the robe for your dolman here. I think they've got gloves there too. Another big thing they have are scimitars. If you're using a battle type job, you could grab yourself some curved swords. Skyrim jokes are still a thing in 2021, right? Actually very happy with how these Uncharted Waters online videos have been going. Been getting a bunch of great feedback on the quests and just really positive vibes in general, and that's great because this is a really cool game and I'm glad I could do my little part to showcase it. Obviously, there are a bunch of others like Charles Thunder, Captain Havoc, Hussein Ghazi, who do a much better job, especially from like the how to do and the guide section. Those guys know way more about the internal workings of the game than myself, and it's awesome to check out their guides and things. Always a great watch, very informative, very entertaining. Me, I just like to do more from the storytelling side and sort of take each little adventure on its own merits. Here we are at Tunis. According to our quest. Don't even think we're supposed to go to Tunis for this, so we may have to back out of port right after we get done trading here. Let's check it out. I sort of skimmed through. Subdue the old Hafus fleet operating in the Ionian Sea. Says sinking 3 of them should lessen their activity in the area. Targets are said to be active in the area along the coast of the continent south of Syracuse. So man, taking the top side of the island was a bonehead move on my part, wasn't it? But we're here anyway. So let's stop in at the market. Left my disguise gear on. Honestly, I didn't read the quest. I should have read the quest. I'd figured we would have to go in here and check with the port office or something. Most quests tend to run to the go there and double check before doing the thing. Only unload a couple things, and once again, not gold work. Pick up some red beans that were all the rage last week, and some broad beans that are all the rage this week. In fact, we're picking up a little bit of everything. Couple things we'll skip here are coriander because it's expensive, and Tyrian purple because it's impossible for me to sell for a profit. That's one if you're doing more of the merchant trade style stuff. Pardon me for once again tripping over my own damn tongue. If you've got the accounts skill up and you could haggle well, you're probably profiting off Tyrian purple. So we've restocked, and yeah, we're just gonna head right back out, kind of sail east-southeast here. Let's go ahead and change our equipment, though. Now that we're out of Tunis, we could get back into our usual garb of our admiral's coat, Puritan hat, and lace-up boots. Normally we have some fur boots, but lace-up boots work just as well. 82 formality. We are a dandy-looking ship's captain. Maybe not a capable one, but a dandy-looking one. Go ahead and battle. Line this up. Should be in the one-shot, one-kill neighborhood, as their galleys very similar in strength to the Wiscock pirates. Didn't get all of that one, but we did get 30 damage and some leaking on the B ship in this fleet. Crippled the vessel on the second hit, which gives a flagship a bit of an obstacle to work around. As they turn the corner, we unload. Damage their sail and take out 78 of their durability. That's a nice little start. That should cripple them, and let's see if that is number 1 of 3. Quest. No. That is not what we were meant to do. Well, I guess being in the Ionian Sea area helps. Yeah, it helps to be in the right sea zone on these. I'll just have to preface this very upload by, pointing out that I am in fact a bit of a derp. Just not thinking clear. Let's go ahead, eat up, get a bit of that stamina back. And now we're looking for old Halfus fleets in the Ionian. Go ahead and attack. And this should go second burst, same as the first. We shouldn't really have an issue lining these guys up. Once again, going after the B ship first. Let it come into range. Leaking an 85 damage. Not a bad start. Should finish him off there. Yeah. Very little left. Once again, putting the flagship in a precarious position. They've got to cut their angle well short. End up taking 93 damage and losing 2 sailors at the outset. Giving us a clear shot to finish him off. And that we do. So we pick up some antique art. And now if we look at the quest, we have indeed taken out 2 of the 3 ships we've needed to. So just one more old Halfus galleot will do, or galley. But first we gotta take on these bandits. No, 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 no! We're sailing the wrong way. I don't want to sail at the guys, I want to shoot at them. My goodness. Camera angles make all the difference, don't they? Rescued, and we're just kinda gonna drift away here. Switch to my custom slots, because the buttons are bigger, and I am not having the most coordinated adventure, am I? Lead these bandits astray. And now that they've broken off from the main fleet, take them out. Nice critical hit. Good way to end that battle. Ooh, we are leaking. That was a good shot on their part. Use a bucket to control that nonsense. A little bit of repairs. Now we've taken out both of the side ships and already put a little bit of damage on the flagship. Show these bandits that we really weren't in the mood to fight with them, but we aren't going to run away. Get acceleration back up, because that's kind of the skill we're hoping to grind here with these maritime quests. Penetration about to wear off. Re-up that, and then fire away. 1 durability. He survives with 1 durability. That should do it. Can't imagine not doing 1 from there. Didn't advance us in our quest, but didn't hurt us. Definitely got a snack up though. eat all kinds of fancy cake. Now we're just looking for some old half-ifs. That little 2-ship fleet there is looking about right. Fight we will. And ship B already in perfect range. 1 shot, 1 kill. That's what we're talking about here. That gives us the 3 we needed for our quest. Now let's just take out the flagship here and go home happy. Leaking and 80 damage. Certainly a good start on the go home happy. And there's the vessel crippled. Fantastic. Got even more antique art. These old half-ifs. Quite the collectors. Don't think the Tunis pirates will be giving us any trouble here. And unless I'm mistaken, we should be able to turn this in at Tunis. Could stop in Tripoli for a little trade, but honestly, I've been recording here for over an hour. That's probably more than enough footage than I'm going to end up using. Certainly more than I'm going to use because of awkward phrases like that. But also because you guys don't need to see me traipsing around deserts forever and a day. And I always do like to, speed up through the more mundane sections of ocean travel. Leave a little bit in there for the relaxation. And because, Age of Sail is cool. Just when you thought you were out, they bring you back in. We got more Malta pirates to sink. And sink we will. 1 shot, 1 kill. Let's get back sailing. And just like that, this crew's getting pretty experienced at battle. Pretty darn battle hardened, if I do say so myself. Up to 57 ability and 65 loyalty. Gonna have to switch our equipment back over. Actually did remember that. On purpose the first time and everything. Deck is getting dirty. Time to scrub dub. Good time to do it in a rainstorm. Don't even need to use any water. Just grab whatever's fallen on the deck. Certainly don't plan on getting into a battle with the merchant fleet. Well clear of the Xebics and what looked like a Lamort above us. Oh no! We've run into the Banshee! Voices, they're driving our crew overboard. Yeah, there's not much left to our figurehead. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need to buy a new figurehead too. Lost 2 sailors so far to it, so we'll probably be picking up 2 rookies. Make that 3. Just need to remember not to drift up from Tripoli to Tunis. There goes our fourth sailor over the side, thanks to the voices. Not much to do now but race in, albeit at a slight disadvantage. Let's go ahead and have some cake. Survivors like cake, that's what I hear. And into Tunis we go. So we made it through that. Go up to the rest area, A, to hire new sailors, and B, to see if we can turn in the quest here. Fairly certain there's someone here, just not sure if I've built up enough of a rapport. I feel like I have, because I used to do quests in this area all the time. But again, that was years ago. Sure enough, Shajar here will take the quest. And if we talk to this customer, will allow us to employ some sailors. Yeah, we'll grab some rookies. 58 ability, 64 loyalty. Not the worst we've been. Let's go ahead and make one more market stop, as I do believe we got far enough away to reset the market. Grab more of them broad beans. Don't think we're... Hey, we can unload the antique art here. That isn't bad. And yeah, we can... I better buy the broad beans first. And now just sort of load up on whatever we can fit in the holds, really. Yeah, that'll just about do it. And that's where we will leave off this little upload. I do hope you enjoyed. Knocked out 2 quests here. Got our theology up. Got our accuracy up. Fought off a bunch of enemy galleys. And lived to tell the tale. This has been a Grumpy Old Guy Gaming. And I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, it's going well and you're doing fine. Take care, and we'll see you around.